Morning, everybody. It's 9 a.m., and this is your pre-opening comment, end of the week, Friday, the 19th. There was no meaningful economic news. Actually, there was no economic news this morning, and the market is getting pushed in both directions based on some earnings reports and some other issues. So let's get to it. It's video number 2206. Asia and Europe both finishing the week on the downside. Right now, Dow futures are down about 62. NASDAQ is up 34, and the S&P is up 9. We have the chart on the screen is the gold. I have absolutely no idea what would push gold down $50 other than to say it was a little bit overbought. This is fairly typical after making new highs to have a little bit of a sell-off. On the positive side, we are right here around 2,400. Which was the last important breakout and area, should be an area of support. We have a position in the silver, which is looking horrendous. Silver is down over $1. I'm very surprised here, as I was with the copper decline, but again, silver right back into this area of support. But I am concerned about it. I might think about looking for a trade for a bounce, but I doubt that I would average down in the SLV 30 calls because right now we're trading 26.55 and we're down about 85 cents. I would probably, if I decide to do it, I would probably go into the August. Maybe I'll look at the 28s or something. It doesn't really pay just to average down something that, is going to be a problem. So that's probably the way that I will play that. I'll be back to you, and frankly, I doubt it will be today that I would do something like that. On the earnings front, Netflix beat by 14 cents, reported in-line revenues, guided above consensus, but revenues below consensus. The stock was all over the place. Last night after the close, it got down to 630, which was down about $14 or $15 from the close, then rallied all the way back up to 654, the last right now, 648 and change, and that is up 528. American Express also beat, but they missed on revenues. People are saying, oh, geez, well, why is American Express down, 2% on a beat? Well, it's pretty simple. If you've been listening to these comments every morning, you'll remember that all of these credit card companies are complaining about not so much deficits, but they are taking write-downs for losses. But more important than that, a major piece of this business, their customers are paying only the minimums, which is not a good economic sign. Travelers beat by $0.50, reports revenues in line. The stock's $221.84. That's up $1.25. Microsoft and CrowdStrike, huge problem. CrowdStrike doing a quote technical update. As most of you know, when Microsoft or some of these other companies do a technical update overnight, there's a problem with it. And of course, you don't know about it until the next morning, and it's really a hassle. Well, Microsoft is off 6 and change, or 1.5%. CrowdStrike is down 38 or 11%. Microsoft suffered the outage that impacted airlines, banks, and other firms worldwide because of the CrowdStrike update causing the outage. SLB, the old Schlumberger. This is one that I actually really like. I've mentioned it a couple of times lately. Schlumberger and Halliburton as the way to play Trump's drill, drill, drill. Because these are service companies. I don't really want to be in the oil itself. It's trading around 80 and a half, 81, and when Trump was president the last time, you know, average price of oil was 43. Also, the refiners will get their margins squeezed on lower price oil, but not so much the Schlumberger or Halliburton. Intuitive Surgical is up 21 or 5%. They also beat the Da Vinci procedures, grew by approximately 17%. If you're not familiar with Da Vinci, it is the surgical adjunct that helps surgeons be more precise. PPG down 5 and change at 126. That's 4.3%. They beat by 2 cents, but they missed on revenues, and they had guidance below consensus, and fiscal 24 below consensus. So there you have it. I'll get to work on the gold and silver. The copper I'm going to leave alone for a while, and hope everyone had a good week and has a good weekend.